Okay, we're making a movie of the roof here, and I can show you. I'm talking to the video so that I'm narrating the video.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. The problem that you have, this is looking down into your backyard, as you can see, is these caps are in terrible shape. Going all the way up like that. And this is looking back at them here. These things are just in bad shape, and this is going down towards your wisteria now. Here they're looking like this, and there are actually holes through them. You can actually look through them in places. Here, now let's go along this top ridge here, and you can see how these ones look. These are not any better. Actually, they're a little better as we get towards the fireplace here. Now we're going on the other side of the fireplace here. Now just generally, this part of the roof isn't in terrible shape, nor is this part here looking towards your neighbors. It doesn't have many nail pops, and there's certainly another 5 to 10 years left on this roof, with the exception of, again, these caps. Now this is looking over your neighbors here, and you can see again what we're talking about here with these caps and how you can actually see all the way through them. This is, I mean, you know, there's an example of something that's just completely shot here. Now we're going to go over to the front part of the roof. This is how they look along the ridge. Pardon my shadow there. Now the front part of the roof has a few nail pops, and I think you can judge from this that the shingles are a little bit curled on the north side. It's somewhat problematic to put shingles over this. This layer should be stripped before another layer goes down. This is an example of your caps here. Now, there's my shadow. This is the problem area. Your leak is at the bottom, or it's going to look at the top of the screen, but it's at the downslope of this thing. When I've come up here with tar, I've gooped this valley completely, and the leak from inside the attic is right underneath this, and I've gooped it with as much tar as I can possibly put here, and still it manages to get in somewhere in here, and including along these ridge caps here are all done, and this here has shown evidence of leaking in the past. That one we seem to fix with the first application of tar. You can see this darker tar is, of course, the newer stuff. The main problem over here is that the roof is just really shot on this side. These little black patches are where the nails are poking up through the roofing material, and I have applied little dabs of tar as an intermediate. They are not leaking currently, but fixes like this only last a season at most, 2 maybe. And then I'm going to come over here towards the cul-de-sac. This section of roof really isn't that bad. And these caps here are the best series you've got, which is good since it's what you see from the street. Okay, well, this is looking back at that main part of the roof, and you can see how those shingles are a little bit curled, and we have some nail pops here that I've dealt with. There's a couple here, and we've got another one here. We have one here that I have missed, and you can just see the bare nail. There's some other nail pops here that have tar on them, and then there's just little starts of nail pops here. So this section really isn't looking too good. So I think probably the thing to do would be to replace this part of the roof, and what it leads to would be to this, and to this little section here. And you can get by with that, I would say, pretty much as a minimum. Okay, this concludes your video.